Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where I continue to be surprised by the Space Health League war. It's at this point starting to get a little old, but yeah, I'm still surprised by it. Now, here's the thing. Their economic power is equivalent to ours. They have this mega shipyard, so they can pump out ships quickly. But what they don't have is more alloy production than us. Or if they do, it's only slightly more alloy production. Now, one thing I want to do is I want to actually put out forge subsidies right now. Now, that's going to put us over our edict cap and increase our empire sprawl. That's fine. So that's increasing our empire sprawl by 25%. I think we can absorb that or very close to it. So we'll accept that for now, and we're going to boost up our forge subsidies, and that should put us at the very least equivalent to the Space Elf League in our alloys, if not exceeding them. I would also like to put in a Grand Fleet. We don't currently have the Unity for that. The question is, what tree would we go for at this point, other than going for that? And I'm not entirely sure. We do, however, need an agriculture district here. This mining world requires a city district, actually. This is a bureaucratic center here. We're going to put in a city district there as well to continue to unlock building slots. That'll be fine. This tech world requires a job, so obviously we are going to go for... I would go for a research institute. We don't have a planetary capital, so instead we're going to go for a research lab. Excellent. So that's all good to go. Now we have a bunch of things queued up and happening, but what we need is time. Now, I took a look at this off camera, and it sure looks to me like he's leaving. Now, we've had some weirdness where the Space Elf League has been coming in and going out and coming in and going out and coming in and going out. I don't know what's going on with that. It's taking their time, though, and I'm very okay with it. However, we have to assume that this fleet is going to hit the Scott station. And we're going to be hard-pressed to oppose it. Now, we do have a jump drive available in 2 days. I want to look at the strength of the stations over here. 23k. 13k. 13k. Okay. So that's all well and good. It'll take us allegedly 600 days to get here. That's not, strictly speaking, true. However, we could jump drive to Trabano, have these guys come up and take over this. And use this fleet to defend Scott. Can we get there in time? Probably not. And what's our backup plan for if we don't? Withstand at Trabano, obviously. That would be the backup plan. Well, I think that we have planetary FTL inhibitors, so I'm pretty sure that they can't actually make it past Hotrum without invading that. They don't have armies over here. They may look to actually destroy it, but for now, let's see what actually ends up happening. So we're going to tick forward one more day here. We're going to jump drive these guys directly to Trabano. And we're going to see if we can make it in time. We're on normal speed. Let's bump it up to fast. Perfect. Enemy ships have been spotted. Okay. Direct course towards the Zoad system. Okay, that's up over this way. Yeah, I mean, these guys are flying around a bit. If the... Hang on. If that Juggernaut is slow enough... If that Juggernaut is slow enough, we should really attempt to capture it and knock it out of the war. We'll make our way over. That's going to be very important to us. Okay, and at this point, the Diamond Sufite is in Trabano. It does need to continue to reinforce, and we're going to take it over to Scott. That's 360 days. That's going to take a while. Okay, happiness, that's fine. Where was our starbase lost at? Oh, the XT-81 Singularity. Yeah, that's to be expected. Like I said, they're just on their way through this. I guarantee you they're heading to Scott. I really wish that they weren't. Like, I really wish that they weren't. Well, these guys are heading down towards the Maw. Fascinating. They're splitting up. Wait. What just happened? They just lost half of their value. Did their edicts just expire, maybe?
Fleet engaged. Give them a broadside.
No, seriously, though. What just happened? Yeah, all of their fleets lost a ton of strength. So with this fleet being 32k at this point, that changes the calculus. We're jump driving to Scott with the Topaz Sufite. That it's back. Okay, never mind. Abandon that plan. Back to the original plan. They must have dropped their edicts temporarily and re-upped them. That must be what happened there. Okay, that's fine. So, at this point, these guys are heading into Kimithar. Kimithar is not going to finish its upgrade to Citadel in time. And it's pretty donezo, in all honesty. I really didn't expect a war against the Space Elf League, you can tell. We were not prepared for this under any circumstances. We were far more prepared. Well, even this station isn't done, but we were far more prepared for a war against the Destican Unity. But yeah, this was unexpected. So, they're going to hit the Kimithar station, and that's going to do some damage. No doubt about it. So, the Bloodstone Sufite is on its way up. Why is it so slow? Why is it going to take 216 days to go this far? I feel like it isn't. I don't know. That feels weird. Anyway, we're going to engage over here, and they are attacking here. That's fine. So these guys are merging with the Topaz Sufite. Okay. That's kind of a weird place to be. But the Diamond Sufite is on its way over. It's 312 days away. This doesn't feel like it should take that long to do 2 jumps. We feel super slow, and I'm trying to figure out why exactly. We're running impulse thrusters and jump drives. So, I mean, we would be limited by our battleships, right? Indeed, we would be. That definitely feels awful slow.
Taking evasive action.
Regardless, we'll make our way on in here. They have not yet attacked the Scott station, and they are still splitting up. So that's still potentially to our benefit. I want to check further edicts. So you can see here we are over our Empire Sprawl at this point, and we're definitely going to want to do something about that. This agri-world here could really put in a admin office. That'll help with that. So, other things that we could potentially do. Well, we have relics, but not any good ones. That's for sure. And edicts, what do we want to do here? Ship build speed in a defensive war and home territory fire rate? That would be really good, but we're nowhere near getting that. And that is actually because our Empire Sprawl is up. That's increasing our edict cost by 62%. Okay. We'll hold off on it for the moment.
The station is under attack.
And yeah, they're heading into Scott. So, to that end, we are going to cancel all of these for right now. And we're just going to keep the alloys. Then, we are going to go to the Diamond Sufite here, and we're going to reinforce that fleet. That fleet is now at full strength. The Bloodstone Sufite is moving in over here and going to do a little combat. This station is absolutely going to fall, but we're hoping that it does. They have 3 Titans in this one fleet. Hang on a moment. This is all of their Titans? Huh. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Do we want to jump drive in here? I don't think that would be to our advantage, but it's certainly extremely interesting. We're going to actually head back to Trabano here again. Now, we are going to lose the Scott Station. That is pretty much guaranteed at this point. I want to see what this fleet does afterwards, and we might cause some damage to them. I mean, we have ships going through here for some reason, but we might do a little damage to them. They're running really heavy lasers, aren't they? Extremely heavy lasers. We see a couple of missiles. So our picket ships will do fine. 2 robot pops, huh? We'll have them scrapped. So, that's interesting. They're also running these, what are these, matter disruptors? Okay. So, actually I think those are energy siphons. I'm not entirely sure what they are. Regardless, if those are energy siphons and lasers, then that's pretty good. For them, that is. 34k now. Oh, their edicts are gone again. Interesting. The Diamond Sophite is going to arrive over here eventually. Now, their jump drive is still recharging. So that's pretty much expected there. But we will intercept them in terminal egress. For sure. And we will defeat that fleet there. So that's great. I want this fleet to continue to reinforce. Now, we're going to attack this transport fleet here. We don't have jump drives on cooldown here. So this is fine. Tears of an AI, huh? Well, we don't really have time to deal with this, unfortunately. AI failure, huh? Okay. We'll begin an inquiry. Okay, so we're going to eliminate this army and take back this starbase, as expected. Now then, they've pulled back their Juggernaut. I'm okay with that. We're going to move down over here. Did they re-up their edicts again? They did re-up their edicts again. So bizarre that they're just, like, raising and lowering those edicts. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Turn about. We cannot fight this foe.
Oh, we can. We can fight this foe. But this guy's going to flee. Yeah. So they're going to hit Hotram here, and that's fine. Now, we're expecting them to not be able to push beyond Hotram for the moment. And this is fine.
We grow ever strong.
We're going to continue looking into the matter. And these guys are actually heading up towards the Scott system. Okay. So we're going to pop out of the L gate here. We do want to let our jump drive replenish here so that we have our full power. And we move at full speed. There we go. 70k. That's solid. Very happy to see that. So we're going to continue to come on in over here. They actually did move past Yoman, so we don't have planetary FTL inhibitors. Did that tech just never come up? If so, that's actually really unfortunate. But we can run around over here and get some progress. Disconcerting. Okay, production quota surpluses. Cool. We're going to continue to reinforce this fleet.
Hostile station engaged.
Okay. So we're going to eliminate these guys, no problem, and make our way down to Epsilon Indy. We want to specifically fight these fleets. Cool. Then this fleet here is going to attack Estrekian, which is actually a full-fledged citadel, and we're going to want to defend that if we can. Okay. Where's that Diamond Sophite at? Still not here. Okay, now they've arrived in Yonox Maw. So, these guys are here. We need to hit the Scott station right now. That station will continue to develop, but we need to take it down as quickly as possible and get that back on our side. Now, they're settling in for a siege of Hotram Prime. I love it. That's really, really good for us. We will happily accept that. Over on this side over here, we are moving on in.
Enemy ships have been spotted.
And we're actually going to head to Astrikian. That'll take us 72 days to get there. But that's fine for right now. Now, the Opal Suphite and Pearl Suphite can move into the Topaz Suphite. That'll be fine. I think. And we're going to continue to reinforce the Topaz Suphite. Cool. So we've eliminated this base. Excellent. And I want to look over here at what's going on. They are taking losses. That's good. And here we go. We are moving on in. We are engaging them. They should not get access to the station. And there we go. Sensor array power surge. Cool. So we're going to take losses here in Astrikian. Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. We took back the Scott station, and we're going to continue to reinforce, and we're going to repair at the Scott station. In the meantime, the Topaz Suphite is reinforcing, and we do need a society research here. All of these are repeatable. Let's go for fleet command limit. Cool. So we're winning this fight. And they retreated. That is perfect. Now, we're going to need to repair. And Astrikian will actually be a station that we can repair at once that gets started. So that's fine. We will get those repairs underway. And there's a 3K fleet here. But we'll eliminate that, no problem. Excellent. Back into the Astrikian station. Cool. Okay, so we got that under our control. This will begin repairing soon. And we'll continue to reinforce that. Now, the Destroyer 3rd Fleet is moving on to Tiana Vec. Cannot afford to reinforce this fleet. Sure. Okay, so the Scott station here, we're going to put in a hangar bay. We're just going to hang out in Scott for the moment. These guys are going to repair. That is, of course, going to be very important that they repair at Astrikian here. And there we go. Astrikian station is now beginning to repair, and these guys should be working on repairing as well. In theory.
Technology secured.
Yes, now they are. Perfect. There's our armor hit points. That's great. We could get our own Juggernaut if we wanted to. For now, I think we're going to go for Giga Cannons. Excellent. The Topaz Suphite is going to want to continue to reinforce. We make our stand at Trabano if they come in. They're going to Birkenmar. For now, I'm okay with this. The Diamond Suphite is going to move into Hotram. We should be capable of defeating their fleet here. In theory. Actually, hang on. They're going down to the L cluster? Maybe. Nope, they're backing off. Turning around. Nope, they're not turning around. They're just kind of running in circles. Okay. Well, that's exciting. We're going to go ahead and fight these lads. And they've got a lot of Corvettes here. Granted, so do we. We're going to fight them there. Now, these guys are at Birkenmar right now. Are they going to go to Doria next? If so, the Trabano fleet should head up there. I don't want them to catch these guys until they're at Doria. And that does look to be the plan. Fantastic. So we're going to fight these guys, and we're going to win. There we go. That's a solid victory for us. So if we look at the fleet combat stats here, we can see their losses were so much higher than ours. That is perfect. We're very happy about that. We're now going to go back to Scott and continue to reinforce this fleet. Now, these guys are heading down towards the L cluster. So we're going to want to pursue them. We don't know where they're going to come out. But these guys over here in Astrikian, they have finished their repairs. So they're going to come down after this fleet. Excellent. We're turning this war. We are definitely turning this war. This tech world requires a job, and we're going to put in a research institute. There we go. This bureaucratic center requires a job. We do still need additional empire sprawl reduction. So we're going to go ahead and put in an admin office there. This tech world requires a job. There isn't much we can do here because we are short on exotic gases. We're going to need to buy in volatile motes as well. Like that. Okay, for the time being, that'll be fine. We could buy in like 100 exotic gases in hopes of being able to do this. That would work. We'll go ahead and do that. So, these guys have a few ships up here. That's okay. These guys are heading down towards Yonox Maw. Now, we need to go repair at the Scott station. 49k. Do we think that that beats the station at Terminal Egress? The answer is maybe. We could upgrade our defensive platforms here, and we'll go ahead and do that. Cool. These guys are actually just chilling here. We could easily destroy an enemy Titan. That's a huge deal. These guys are on their way up to Doria. They'll arrive in 42 days. They're definitely moving a little slowly, but now 55 days to Doria? Okay. We want to hit this right away. As soon as possible. They're taking losses, and we'll be jumping in momentarily. Okay. So we'll get that underway. We're not going to have to fight that station, and that's fine. Now, these guys, they are going to head over to Jebin's Maelstrom, and then Kiram, and then Kimithar. In that order. We want to continue to reinforce this fleet over here, and that fleet, I believe, is close to maxed out anyway. So we should be jumping in here very shortly. There we go. Chase them down. Cool. So they're attacking Yonox Maw. That's always going to be a thing. Now, are we done repairing here? I believe we are. Let's double check that. Technically, they've not arrived, but it looks like they are repaired just from their nanites. So that's great. We're going to head down over here. We're actually just going to pursue this force and continue to reinforce our fleet. And there we go. We're fighting their fleet. And they are actually getting crushed.
A new colony has
That's
been
fantastic.
founded.
We're very pleased to see this.
Ahoy there! Enemy ships have been spotted!
Yeah. We know the enemy ships have been spotted. We are expecting, though, because we're winning these wars, we're expecting that they can't outproduce us right now. Well, they could if they have the alloys banked, but we're expecting that their alloys are going to run out. Okay, so we're catching these guys here. That's excellent. Okay, so the Battle of Doria is now over.
Engaging the enemy.
We're going to enter orbit here
The boarding parties.
and get our repairs done. We don't have a Titan here, so that's something to think about. But yeah, these guys are getting just crushed right now. Absolutely crushed. So we're super, super happy about this. This is going well. The war is turning. Unfortunately, we're getting 1 billion war exhaustion from all these. Like an absolute billion war exhaustion. But that's okay. These guys are going to go back to Scott. Actually, they're going to go hit the XT-81 Singularity first. And we'll continue their reinforcement. Can we not afford to get more reinforcement? I think that's the case. Okay, so these guys are going to just chill here. And they're going to get their repairs. There we go. And these guys are going to move up. Now, Devasa and Dubious Abyss are still not under our control.
Enemy ships have been spotted.
But that's okay.
The enemy is in our sights.
So I think that their strong fleets are pretty much dealt with at this point. I think there's very little left that they can do. I think we've broken them. And this is great. This is also a spot to put a cut in. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I will see you all next time.